What up YouTube, it's your boy ProfessorStix and I'm back again with another Call of Duty Warzone video to help you rise above the average. Now today we're going to be talking about the AK74u, and let me tell you, it's for you. This gun is excellent for close range combat, but it's also good at medium range. In fact, you can use this SMG at further ranges than the MP5. It is very comparable in damage, and so I'm going to share with you guys the damage profile. We're going to talk about the stats, we're going to talk about the attachments and the recoil pattern, and I'm actually going to share with you 2 ways to build the AK74u to match your playstyle. So stick around. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and consider turning on notifications so you don't miss another Call of Duty Warzone video to help you get better right now. All right, so let's talk about the damage profile, and trust me, this took a lot of work to do because Call of Duty didn't share with us the stats. The Cold War weapons in multiplayer are different from the Cold War weapons in Warzone. JGOD has proved this by looking at the recoil pattern and looking at the damage stats and realizing that it's very different. I'll link to that in the description below. I had to jump into Warzone training and literally shoot at bots to find the stats. Now these aren't super accurate because I can't let the bots sit in one place and then really test out every single range. But with what I've done and with the work that I put in, I was able to get some consistent stats to at least let us know what range the damage is for the AK74u. And I'll be doing this with all the Cold War weapons until the experts like True Game Data come with the nitty gritty accurate stats to the T. All right guys, but let's jump right into the damage profile. The AK74u does 56 damage to the head, which means it's going to take 2 to 5 shots to kill. It does 35 damage to the chest, which means it's going to take 3 to 8 shots to kill. Now, if you compare this with the MP5 does 49 damage to the head, which means it takes 1 extra bullet to kill an enemy opponent who is fully armored with 6 shots. The chest is about the same, it does 34 damage, and so it's very comparable at the chest. Now, the biggest difference between the AK74u and the MP5 is that the damage profile for the MP5 falls off significantly once you start shooting beyond 8 to 9 meters. Whereas with the AK74u, the damage profile doesn't start to drop off at 13 meters. In fact, when I tested the AK74u at 13 to 24 meters, the damage profile was still higher than the MP5. So that means this SMG can be used at close range to medium range. All right, let's talk about the reload time. It's 2.55 seconds to reload the AK74u compared to the MP5, which takes 2.79 seconds, which means the AK74u is going to get you into the fight a lot faster. The rounds per minute is 766 for the AK74u, whereas the MP5, it's 800 rounds per minute, which is not really a big difference. The ADS for the AK74u is 180 milliseconds, and the ADS for the MP5 is 174 milliseconds. Again, not a huge difference. What makes the AK74u different from the MP5 is the damage range. You can use the AK74u at further ranges. So if you are the type of person who wants to fight a little bit further, you're not going to be storming the building, but you want something that's still reliable within 15, 20 meters max, the AK74u is great for you. So you can actually pair this with a sniper rifle and be comfortable knowing that you have enough bullets with that 50 round mag and you have enough damage profile at range to be able to help you in those gunfights. So let's jump into the different type of attachments. There's one for an aggressive style and one for a balanced style that I found. And so we're going to talk about the aggressive style right now. Now this aggressive build is going to give you damage and speed. So number one thing is you want to go with the Spetsnaz compensator. This is going to give you some vertical recoil and some accuracy. Barrel you want to go with is the 10.3 inch task force. This is going to give you that damage range and that bullet velocity. Now we know with the Cold War weapons, all of the bullet velocities are not up to par with the modern warfare weapons, but there are some attachments that you can use to get that bullet velocity back. So with the underbarrel, you're going to want to go with the Spetsnaz speed grip. This is going to give you that sprinting move speed, and it's also going to give you horizontal recoil control. With the ammunition, you're just going to want to go with the largest one, and this kind of has sleight of hand. It's not exactly perfect like the actual sleight of hand perk, but it's going to help you reload a little bit faster. You're going to want to go with the GRA or the GRU 5 milliwatt laser sight, and that's going to help you with hip fire. especially if you're moving around the building really fast, you're going to want to be able to hip fire your opponents. So this is the more aggressive style build for the AK74u. Now, if you want to go with a more balanced build, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go with the GRU suppressor, which is going to give you sound suppression and damage range. Now, recently there's an update that went out that all the suppressors that have been added with the Cold War weapons now have a damage range increase. Before, you got a hit on the damage range, but now they're giving you a bonus on the damage range. So if you don't want to appear on the enemy map, this is the one you want to go with. Second, you're going to want to go with the same barrel, which is the 10.3-inch task force. You're going to want to go with the Spetsnaz grip. Now, the reason why you're going to want to go with this, it's going to give you vertical recoil and horizontal recoil. So this is going to give you a lot more control and accuracy over your weapon. Same thing with the biggest mag, and it's got the fast reload built into it. Then you're going to want to go with the same laser, which is the GRU 5 milliwatt laser sight. All right, so there you have it. Those are the attachments. And now I'm going to show you guys the recoil patterns for both weapons. Here is the AK74u. This is the balanced build. This is 15 meters out, and I'm going to show you guys the recoil. Now that's me shooting all 50 bullets, but as you can see, it just goes straight up and then veers off to the right, starts to come back a little bit and then tightens up. But if we were to go a little bit closer, this is 7.5 meters. This is a very close range, and this is when I think that the AK74u is going to win a lot of battles for you. Here is the recoil pattern. Again, pretty tight. As you can see, the bullets are pretty much almost overlapping, and it does go straight up into the right. All right, I'm going to grab the aggressive AK74u and show you guys the comparison. All right, so here is the aggressive style AK-47, and we're lining it up, and I'm going to show you guys the recoil. As you can see, it's a little bit more spaced out than the balanced one. However, it does go with a similar recoil pattern, which is straight up into the right. We're going to go closer, show you guys 7.5. All right, this is 7.5, and here it is at close range. All right, so same thing all the way up into the right. So you can see that the recoil patterns are pretty much the exact same. It's up to you which one you want to use. Again, like I said, I think that the AK74u is a really good weapon to use in those close range and medium range because the recoil pattern is very easy to control. You pretty much are just going to be holding down and slightly to the right. It barely moves, as you can see right here. It literally barely moves, so you can definitely use this weapon as one of your secondary SMGs. All right, guys, if you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss another Call of Duty Warzone video. As always, guys, appreciate all the support and all the love. Make sure you drop into Verdansk and frag out. Peace.